Right, I'm off to the gym.
Nathan,
Yeah?
what are you doing? It's 2 in the morning.
Oh. Hey, Nathan Owner speaking. Welcome to the Fitness Lifestyle channel. And as usual, I'm going to be talking about subjects around changing your habits, your intake and your movements. And today is an interesting one because it's something I've had to improve, and that is how to sleep better. Now, a little bit of a backstory here. I've just recently got an upgrade on a Fitbit, and what this does, it monitors not only your heart rate, but that functions onto how well you sleep. And there's 4 factors to it, and that is how many times you're awake at night, your light sleep time, your REM time, and your deep sleep. Now, one of the things I've noticed is my deep sleep is pretty poor. I mean, on average, I'm lucky to get 40 minutes deep sleep. So that's why I knew I had to investigate and look at how I can improve this. So I've looked online, investigated further, done my homework, and there's actually 12 actions which I've tried to improve myself, which is what I'm going to share on this particular video. So be sure to watch this video all the way through, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like. And before going into these 12 actions, I just want to share with you, I knew I wasn't stressed. In fact, this is probably the most relaxed I've been in a very long time. There's nothing on my mind, so I knew that wasn't a factor. And that's why I really wanted to investigate further how I can get that deep sleep up and just generally improve my sleep. So here we go, let's start them 12 actions, and let's start with action 1. And it may seem obvious, but that is exercise. There's a lot of research out there which shows that exercise releases endorphins and is going to certainly help you relax in the evening and aid in good sleep. One of the things I want to illustrate and motivate you on is, if you're not the type to go to the gym and have a workout, then maybe just go for a little walk. I've actually done recently 10 reasons why you should be walking more video, so you may want to check that out. Maybe that will inspire you to walk more. So that leads on to action number 2, and that is your diet. Now, we know that eating healthy is certainly going to help, and being more hydrated, drinking more water through the day, that's going to help too. However, there's other things which may aid in you not sleeping correctly. One of the things that I've had to try to do is not eat too close to going to bed. Sometimes if I'm on a long day, I can avoid having that evening meal into very late at night, and then it's unsettling me before I go to sleep. Other things is, if I'm going to eat something spicy, I'm going to have it at least 2 hours before to make sure it settles, because that really does unsettle the acids. Same as if I have anything citrusy, that will really cause some acid before I'm going to bed. So make sure, if you're like myself, which most people are, be sure to eat at least a couple of hours before settling at night. Now, when it comes to alcohol, now you think it makes you sleep better, but it gives you broken sleep. It will certainly knock you out straight away at the beginning, where it certainly does when I drink alcohol, but it can certainly unsettle me throughout the night. Number 3, caffeine. And now the reason why I've done this as a separate subject is most people will struggle with this particular one. Now, I'm a coffee drinker, so what I found is I have 3 cups a day, but my 3rd cup was around about 4 or 5 o'clock. Now, caffeine can last up to 12 hours in your system, and either half the time will be 6 hours. So one of the strategies I've implemented is I have my last coffee at 12 o'clock, so midday, and I found that's really aided me sleeping better. And the proof has been there with all these other points, of course, what I'm going to share. My deep sleep is now past 1 hour, and I'm convinced this is one of the main factors which I've brought in, which has really helped. So if you have a problem with caffeine and you drink quite a lot, be sure to cut that and try to have the last one at lunchtime. Which leads on to number 4, which is naps. Now, this one's huge. Having a nap through the day is really going to help you, certainly if you sleep between 15 to 30 minutes. It's been proven to really be good for you. One thing what can be a double-crossed sword is some people, if they have a nap throughout the day, they may struggle to settle at night. But a little strategy what I use is I set 30 minutes on my alarm when I go for a little nap through the day. Therefore, if I take 10-15 minutes to settle, I'm at least getting the minimum requirement, and that is 15 minutes. And that has been absolutely huge for me to get more naps in throughout each of the day. Now on number 5, and that is embrace in darkness. So make sure your room is pitch black. The hallway, make sure the lights are off. Now, good little trick, get proper blackout blinds, that's really good. Make sure all the devices in your room is off standby, like the TV, if that's flickering, that can corrupt your sleep. And a massive game changer for me is I've got an eye mask to block out any light, and it's just been absolutely pitch black. So I certainly recommend get a really good eye mask, as you can see like this. That's really settled me at night, which leads on to the next point, number 6, and that is block all the sound out. Now, of course, you can make sure things isn't on in the house where it's not going to make any noise, but you can't help creakiness in the house. Certain houses make lots of different noises, so a good little thing to get is get some earplugs. That's been really good for me. So you can get some earplugs, put them in your ears just before you settle at night, and that's been absolutely brilliant for me. Because what I've been finding continuously as I settle at night, I've been waking up when I've been in between transitioning to going to sleep to noises going on in the house, and it's woke me up into fight or flight, and it's really unsettled me for a long time now. And from having these earplugs has really been helping me with that. Which leads on to now number 7, and that is your cell phone or any blue lights. So avoid blue lights whatsoever as soon as you get in your room. So iPads, phones, TVs, turn them all off. Good little trick what I've been doing on my phone is as soon as I've been getting in, I've been setting the alarm and doing all the other stuff what I need to do, chuck it in my drawer, and I don't touch it until the morning. That leads on to number 8, and that is set your alerts all off on your phone. So make sure you do that just before you set your alarm or anything else what you need to do. Put it in your drawer and then don't touch it after that. Action number 9, and that is keep your room nice and cool. In fact, keep your house cool. There's some scenarios where you might go to bed and you feel hot and bothered. On the other end of that, you feel too cold and you have to put layers on you and you end up chucking them off throughout the night. The best thing you can do as a good standpoint is to check the temperature and make sure it's set around about 17 degrees, which is a really good room temperature. And number 10, and that is keep your sheets clean. Make sure they're sufficiently clean. Roughly every 2 weeks is a good standpoint to wash the sheets. And if you be consistent with that, that's certainly going to help you sleep better. Now, this is personal preference, but cotton, 100% cotton, it will really help you sleep better. It'll help you breathe better. It feels soft against your skin. So I certainly recommend 100% cotton will be really good. And on that subject leads on to number 11, and that is your pillows. Try not to have your pillows too high. Now, if you have it too high, what tends to happen is it removes the space between your chin and chest, and that can not only block your breathing, but it can be very uncomfortable if you're transitioning from one side to the other, turning from one side to the other. The other factor is what you should be doing is make sure it's just a tennis ball height between the chin and the chest. So lower the pillow will certainly help to make you feel comfortable and transition from one side to the other. Which leads on to number 12, and that is if you have pets, make sure you don't allow them in your room when you're going to sleep, because they can corrupt your sleep throughout the night. It can take up your personal space, and that is really uncomfortable. Not to mention the fur and all that for your breathing. So make sure that you do not allow the pets in when you're going to sleep. So that's 12 points. So there you have it, them 12 actions. I've reinforced it. It's really helped me. So for yourself, if you're having the same problems as what I had, or maybe you don't think there's a problem, but you'd like the idea of improving the sleep, give these a try. Leave a comment in this comment section to give me your view of what you've done and how it's improved, or what other things you may have done to improve your sleep. But if you enjoyed this, give this a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button, and hopefully you'll be back soon.